Al Mothershed represents more than 6,800 corrections officers as the state's Western Regional Representative. He is close with the Attica corrections officers who face up to 25 years behind bars if convicted on the charges.
Very sad day to watch you guys, get booked, to get transported down to the court. It's sad.
On Tuesday, Keith Swack, Sean Warner, Matthew Rademacher, and Eric Hibbish were arrested and charged after a 4-month-long investigation headed up by the State Bureau of Criminal Investigation. Investigators say the men attacked an inmate identified as George Williams inside Attica Correctional Facility on August 9th.
Conducted over 60 interviews of hospital staff, medical staff, correctional staff, and inmates. Turned that information over to the District Attorney's Office in Wyoming County, and the District Attorney's Office presented that information to the grand jury.
The alleged attack happened a month before a lockdown at Attica State Prison. In the time leading up to the lockdown, Mothershed says the facility was filled with weapons, primarily in C Block where the 4 officers work. He says more than 60 weapons were found on inmates. Mothershed says prison management told all officers to be on alert and take any threats seriously.
So if you have reason to believe that somebody has a weapon, either on their person or in their cell, you're going to take action.
On August 9th, Mothershed says one of the charged officers noticed a weapon on Williams. He says the officer called for backup and they did what they are trained to do.
They reacted. They did not go after this guy. They did not beat him up intentionally. They didn't, they used the amount of force that was necessary to gain control of this inmate and to keep him from attaining a weapon.
The State Inspector General's office filed a criminal complaint with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. Mothershed says this incident has created lasting implications for all prison employees.
We're trained to respond if people need help. And now you're telling us that if we respond and you don't think we did what was appropriate, you're going to criminally charge us.
All 4 men were also suspended without pay.
When they start believing inmates over staff, that sends a serious flag up.
Mothershed says the punishment of the officers for simply doing their job shows injustice in the prison system. In response to the indictments, the State Department of Corrections says they are in for, quote, what they bargained for, including their due process protections. It goes on to say, quote, we have a great respect for our security personnel who have a very difficult job, and despite the situation, we expect the 20,000 men and women working in security positions in our 60 facilities will continue to perform their duties at the high level of professionalism and dedication that they routinely demonstrate, end quote. Mothershed firmly believes the officers will be exonerated and be back to work.
It's all going to have a good ending for them. It's just going to be a bad memory.
Kate McGowan, YNN.